I think there's a general view that after 2017,
yes,
there will be such enormous change in terms of the political dynamics, ushering in of new actors in the political scene, that it might be untenable for Raila to stretch it beyond that point. And I think that's high wisdom. But secondly, I can tell you, the opposition sometimes is duty bound to be able to speak to all these issues as they affect the country. You cannot say that it is too much for us to chew. If the problem is with the World Bank, you tell them. If the problem is with the CBK, you have to tell them. If the problem is with the National Intelligence Services, you have to tell them. And I think this opposition has such a litany. Our tyranny is the competence this opposition has. Every who's who. If you were to list and tell me some of the most illustrious names in terms of the politics of this country, you will find them within our divide. So I think whatever we have decided to take on is well within our capacity and competence. And I think we do extraordinarily well, because we can't say that we're going to sacrifice certain war fronts because we are trying to win the 2017. In fact, the 2017 will not come with a country for us to govern if we allow the dilapidation of the economy, the pillage or the pilferage across the board, if we allow the disintegration of the social order, the impervious ethnicity that we see, then what then are you going to be governing in 2017?
Quick question to answer that Twitter question there about the MOU. Does the MOU exist?
I've repeated it as Secretary General of WIPO. I have said the MOU did exist as an addendum. It was a precondition to Kalonzo Musyoka getting into the MOU, that is before the depository of the Register of Political Parties, that Raila Odinga was going to be a one-term president. So I think there are those who say that you need to interpret the MOU in letter, meaning that the presidency was not achieved. Others who say that it needs to be interpreted in spirit, because the spirit of that MOU was that every person was just to get one go at the presidency, so that then the other three principals cannot commit themselves to a collective of combined 30 years, like what Jubilee has said. And we're in a country where ethnic mobilization is an emotive issue, and ethnic competition is based, political competition is based on ethnic. It will be too long a wait to tell the Luya nation to wait for 20 years before we can give Wetang'ula. So even in the event that Kalonzo Musyoka or whoever person is going to become a co-presidential candidate, the position of the WIPO party is that any candidate will be a one-term president, so that then we're able to give other principals a go at